Okay, the purpose of this video is to show you how to do a one sample t-test. Okay, so you select, what we are going to do is we are going to see whether our data set of my stats classes, some other stats classes, etc., differs from the national average for a high school GPA. So I looked up the national average and it's 3.00. And we want to test whether the GPA of the students in this sample is greater or less than 3.00. If it differs significantly from the national mean, we're not going to make a directional test. We're going to just test whether it's either higher or lower. So we select Analyze, Compare Means, One Sample T-Test. Okay, then we put in the variable, what was your high school GPA? Okay, it's right there. Then we have to enter the test value. By default, let's just reset this. By default, there's 0. So let's put high school GPA. Remember, if you right click, you can make it display variable names over here, right? So we can see GPA. If the default is 0, so it just compares, SPSS just tests whether any variable you put in differs from 0. So we have to specify 3.00, okay? Other than that, you really don't have to do anything. By default, it estimates effect sizes, such as Cohen's d. So we'll just hit OK. All right, let's look at this. So what we get by default is the sample size, n equals 90, the mean for the sample, which is 3.22, which that's greater than 3.0, right? But our question is it significantly different? So let's look. It gives us a standard deviation here. It gives us our t-value, which is 3.62, degrees of freedom. And SPSS now gives you significance for a one-sided p-test, one-sided t-test, and a two-sided. So p-value for one-sided and two-sided. Our test was two-sided. In this case, it doesn't matter. Either way, we get to reject the null hypothesis because p is less than 0.05, right? It gives us the mean difference. It gives us a 95% confidence interval around the difference, right? And it gives us some effect sizes, Cohen's d, which if we have not talked about, we will soon. So the way we would write this, okay, we'd look at this and we can say that these students, these BC students in these classes had a higher high school GPA than the national average. Okay, BC students did better in high school. That will be plain English. To write it out in statistical notation, we would then say BC students in this sample did better than the national average. T parentheses, okay, this is a T right here. I know it's messy, it's hard to see, but that's a T. Parentheses, the degrees of freedom, which is 89. Okay, I'm going to go slow here because it's hard to write with the mouse. Equals, and we put in our T value, which is right there, 3.62, comma, P less than 0.001. Okay, and that's it.